So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to show you how I make my goals for 2024 and what I plan to do and how that process works. I see a lot of videos going up now on YouTube with regards to goal planning. The only thing, doesn't matter what goals you set, what you decide to do, the only thing that's going to matter is execution. In other words, do you do what you've set out to do? That's the only thing that's going to matter. Right, so in November, I did a course, a 4-day course. It was a Romans 12 challenge, and that took me into a 30-day challenge where they actually worked with us to set out a vision, and similar to the things that I do for my clients. But they've worked with us to set out a vision. We then went on to write empowering belief statements for the things that we want to achieve in our life. And I will quickly show you what that looked like is we had these different areas broken down, like your career, professional, finance and wealth, expert knowledge, social and friends, family, tribe, romance, love, exercise and fitness, rest and recreation, fuel and food, contribution and giving, spiritual development and personal development. So you get different versions of this, but this is the one that we've specifically worked with. And I took this at my EBS statements, and I took the 12-week year process as well as the S.H.E index card system. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'll leave a link below, but S.H.E stands for Sidetracked Home Executive. And it's a system that two sisters, they call themselves the Slop Sisters, that two sisters developed to help housewives to keep the house clean. Like, when do you do what? Because that's a humongous task if you have kids that you look after as well. And nowadays, a lot of parents homeschool their kids as well. So that's what S.H.E stands for. So I took those three processes, and I've decided that for 2024, I'm going to like squish them together. So first of all, I have my goals. So let's backtrack a little bit. With the 12-week year, what you do with the 12-week year is you essentially focus on one or two goals, maybe three, but one or two goals, and you set out 12 weeks and you really focus on getting those goals executed in the 12 weeks. And the focus is really about execution and monitoring. So in other words, you do not focus on the end goal, on what it is that you want to achieve at the end of the 3 months. You really want to focus on the everyday execution and weekly execution of those goals. So that's a very, in short, and I'll post a link to that book, and there's also a workbook. I'll post a link to that in the video description. So then the S.H.E index card system is broken down into the months, the weeks, and then days as well. And this is what this stack is for. And the reason why I love this system is I have honestly tried a ton of online things to organize my day and my life and my projects. And because I have two businesses, with the S.H.E business, I have projects that I run, and with the other business, I've also have training materials, workshops, and things that I set up. So I have tried Trello, I've tried Monday.com, I've tried Notion, I've tried my calendar, which is the only thing that pretty much that works okay for me. And so at the end of it all, that system eventually just becomes a mess for me. Like, even if I think about my PC, the way things are organized, it's a little bit all over the place. And the thing that I love about paper and paper system is that I can take this outside with me when I do have some time alone in the mornings. I can take it outside with me, go and sit in the garden and work on this. I can take this with me wherever I go, like on holiday, Literally, I can carry this with me in the car if I want to, or if I need to. And if I sit somewhere and I wait for somebody or something, I can work on this or go through this or evaluate this. Now, people would say, no, they prefer their phone. I, in my other business, I sit in front of Zoom, meeting with clients. I am a performance coach, so I'm meeting with clients every single day. And for me, just to get away from screen time is just something I want to do and something that I aspire to do in 2024 as well. So that's why this system works way better for me. I am actually implementing this S.H.E index card system now for the first time, but I can already see how it will work for me, and there will be better compliance for me. Also with the load shedding, we don't always have internet access with the load shedding, and then I can still plan my day. I can take all of this stack and still plan my day. So what I did is, I'll leave a link to the card deck for that index system that I'm specifically used and adapted for this. But essentially you have your month, and your month is planned out, not planned out, but you have the calendar year. So this way you can easily see, and with a quick glance, see what's coming up and what dates are important for you for the month. Now, we are going on holiday up until the 9th. So I essentially will focus on this from the 10th onwards. But I am taking this with me to continue. So I'm pretty much I've been using the past week, this week, and the next week, I'll pretty much use this system to plan the next 3 months. For example, on the 10th, it's our wedding anniversary and we will be back from vacation, but this will probably fill up as things, important dates. So I only set out important dates, things I want to remember and for the month, so I can look at this at a glance. So the idea is that in the mornings, that when you review what is ahead for the day, I'll have January on top, just remind myself, maybe even weekly, on what's going on for the month. Then I have my vision on this card. With the Romans 12 challenge, we call it a central definite purpose, but this is my long-term vision in what I want to do and what my purpose is really. And then on the back here, I just wrote down, this is something that comes from the 12-week year. I wrote down that this vision, this is what I want, and this is what I see when I focus on my vision, and when I focus on the things I need to execute to work towards my vision. I will never get to a point where I say, oh goodness, I have achieved my vision, because that's what the point of a vision is, that you have that long-term purpose where you know what you are here for, essentially, on earth, and what I want to change, and the changes I want to the impact I want to make in my world around me. So this is what is on this central definite purpose. And you'll see it's just a piece of paper. The dividers, I used a little bit of a thicker cardboard for that, but this is just a piece of paper. Then I have set out 4 goals. It's essentially maybe 4 goals, but for the next 3 months. These are the things that I focus on. It's not to say that I will not do other things, but this is what I focus on for the next 3 months. And when I get to my daily execution, I do things daily, and the stuff that I will measure will be specifically around these 4 goals. So for my sub business specifically, and this is where this video will end up, on my sub channel, is we have our yearly show in April, May, and I am going to be there with my product. It's going to be about 10 days. and it's going to be the biggest market that I've ever been at. So I have a lot of product that I need to make for that market. The goal is specific and measurable. I know exactly how many soaps I need to make, how many scrubs and other products I need to make, and by when I want it to be finished. I want it to be finished in the beginning of April so that I have enough time to label everything. And obviously some soaps still need to cure for 3 weeks. Then another goal I have is to follow the carnivore diet in January. So that's something I do want to do. Now that's mainly for January, but if I can continue with that, that obviously will be great. And then I do have a coaching course that I do want to participate in and I want to do and get involved in with that company. And I will have to make 20,000 Rand worth of sales for in the beginning for now to achieve that. This is mainly focused on my other business. So I know, for example, I will eventually break it down. I've already done that, but eventually break it down to know exactly how many clients I need to see at what rate per hour in order to achieve that. And then with my sport and my training, I have a weight, I do Olympic weightlifting, so I have a goal there. And in order to achieve that, there's some mobility and rehab and things that I need to do to achieve that. So these are the main 4 goals that I'm going to focus on in the next 3 months. Then there are some tools that I will be using, like visualization, mental tools that I will be using that I've just written down here to remind me of what those 10 tools are. And here I will actually write them down exactly what the tool is, because this is something you want to do or in my case, I want to do every single day, maybe once or twice a day. And just for me to get into the habit of teaching myself those tools, I will be writing them down here, and I'll show you an example later on exactly how this will work. Then I have my EBS statements. Now, my EBS statements are, you could say it's affirmations, but they are a specific way you want to write these affirmations. And yeah, so I'm not going to go into that now, but if you're interested in that, you can actually look up information on affirmations on my other channel. I'll also post a link below for that. But in those areas that I've mentioned, I've picked out specific ones that I want to focus on and that I will declare over my life in the next 12 weeks. So it's around personal development, finance and wealth, rest and recreation. I want to set a good morning routine. I want to increase my knowledge, especially in my other business, around something specific there. I have a goal. And then exercise and fitness, contribution and giving. This will primarily come from my soap business, where I do want to donate 1,000 soaps. I have a goal for that. And then execution. I actually have a personal development goal on the execution of this whole process for the next 20 months. Again, something around rest and recreation, where I do want to disconnect from electronic devices more, and then my spiritual development. Right, so these are the ones that I'm going to primarily focus on. Then I have my month and my days pretty much mapped out already for me. I have January, and every single month will look like this. Based on my goals for the next 12 weeks, my EBS statements, and then obviously my vision, because everything ties back to my vision, I have set out a list of activities that need to happen every single day, or weekly, or bi-weekly, in order to achieve those goals. Now, the S.H.E index card system is primarily, if you read the book, it was put together, you can use it for anything, but it was put together for housewives. Now, because I have to do my own cleaning in the house as well, and look after the household as well, I have added stuff for that purpose in here as well. So I have literally written out, so this is like an affirmation tool. What I will do is I will write it out exactly what it looks like. I am doing it daily. It will take me 1 minute. And then once I've done it in the morning, I can move it on to the next day. So daily fuel and food, 10-minute morning exposure and everything that goes around that, it will take me 10 minutes. This is what I need to do. Daily, I've set out Bible study. I've set out exactly what I want to study in the next 3 months, and I'll do that for 30 minutes. Then I have Bible study and prayer again somewhere in the day, minimum at least 30 minutes for me. Then I want to eat an animal-based diet. I will unpack, for example, the dishwasher and reload the dishwasher. I just need to still map out the time there. In order to meet my goal for my 20,000 Rand that I want to, in business, that I want to expand in, I have put here exactly how many clients I need to see at what rate and how many sessions, that will be in the next 3 months. And then also daily, I train at the gym. It takes me 2 hours to go for a training session. So these are examples of the things that I will do throughout the day. Now, I plan to literally map out, it's not per hour. Just do all of the activities that I want to achieve daily. So, for example, if I need to vacuum a room, I want to put it in here. Because what happens currently is I will think about, oh, I need to clean this room, I need to vacuum this room, I need to clean this bathroom, and then I'll tell myself, oh, I'll leave it to the weekend, for the weekend. And then we can come and then I don't want to do it because I just don't want to do it. I still put it off. So this way I am actually gamifying my entire life, which is cool, I think. But anyway, so this is the 2nd of January. I have a different mind tool or affirmation tool, whatever you want to use it, mindset tool that I will apply for that day. And so you will see I haven't mapped out all of these days really because we are not here, we are on vacation. So this is for the 4th of January, the 5th. But I keep this because once I'm done with January, this will go into February stack. So weekly, for example, so now there will also be things for weekly. I'll set up sometime weekly to just schedule some time blocks that I want to put in my calendar. And they are specific strategic time blocks. It is buff up time blocks and and a breakout time blocks that I will schedule out for my week. So that's part of my planning. And I'll talk a little bit more later about that. But these are just so we will probably be back around, we're not sure 9th or 10th. So you will see, for example, here daily, it will take me 10 minutes. I will email 3 schools for information around my mental performance business or performance coach business. Then weekly, for example, it will take me 10 minutes. I need to wash and clean the pets' bowls, feeding bowls and water bowls. So this is the whole weekly. I'll do my toenails weekly, painting, personal development. I'll hold a weekly accountability meeting with myself. So the whole idea, and here, for example, is make 4 batches of soap per week. In order to be finished for the Bloom show, I need to make 4 batches of soap per week. So once I'm done with this, let's say weekly, I will take this. I will check my weekly schedules and then maybe decide if I want to do this on a Thursday. I'll put it behind the 18th, knowing that I will do that on that day for the week. So this is pretty much how I plan out my next 3 months. And that is the only thing I focus on. You will see I haven't even printed out the months after April because I don't need that now and I'm not going to focus on that now. These are blanks that I will write up as I continue my planning throughout the next week or so. These are just ones that I for place holding. I need to just transcribe it on here. But you will see what I did is I've actually divided it into these areas of my life that I want to work on, that I've mentioned in the beginning. So weekly finance, because that will remind me where this fits into my overall vision. Is weekly, I want to do my finances and invoices and update my invoicing system online with all expenses and payments and purchases and stuff like that. So I just, yeah, still need to transcribe these onto these cards. But yeah, that is essentially how I am planning out, not 2024, only my next 3 months for 2024. I believe 2024 is going to be a year of absolute overflow. We've really been blessed. I've been blessed in my business in the past two to 3 months. It's been uh, yeah, supernatural acceleration in my business in the past 2 to 3 months. And I'm really looking forward to putting more focus on the execution of my goals. What I have not described in here is I do actually have a system where I will write what I do daily. Now, obviously, I'm not going to write every single thing, but things that are specific to my business and to these 4 goals. I've picked certain measures out for these 4 goals, and I will literally write them every single day and see how much I've achieved. Um, they do say that if you achieve 85% of your executions and your activities working towards your goals, you are well on your way working towards achieving those goals. But that gives me an indication that if I have achieved, if I look at the week's achievements and measurements, then I will, if we see something like 50%, I need to reevaluate that and see why it's 50%, what happened. And if it continues to decline, obviously I need to evaluate why. Now, this will be the first year that I put so much focus on my goals and working from a vision top down, like and putting the S.H.E index card system in place, as well as the 12-week year together. And I am really looking forward to how this will work out and how this will help me to achieve my goals. Thank you for watching. I'll keep you updated on this.